Yeah. Okay, guys, let's start. So let me start recording. I think recording already started. Okay, so who is going to share the screen today? Again, I can see some new guys today. So Vaishali and Pramod. I think this is the first class for you, right?
Yes, sir, this is my first class.
Yes, Amarender.
Okay, Vaishali. Yeah. So the thing is, it's again third class actually. Okay, third or fourth. Do you know any chance Linux already?
Yes, I went through Durga sir notes and I listened to some of his
Okay,
class.
okay. So Vaishali, what about you?
No, sir, I don't know.
Okay, so maybe you may not understand today's class then. Okay, so because already we started, so maybe you'll get recording, no problem. Yeah.
Okay.
So okay then. Okay then, guys, let's start. Who is going to share the screen today? So Prasad, do you want to go?
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead. Okay. So guys, in today's class, we are going to discuss about permissions and ownerships. So, and everybody guys, make sure that no disturbance from your end. So Prasad, so can you please? Yeah. You're not ready with your setup, Prasad? You're missing the key. Please use your key. And one more thing, guys, please shut down or delete your EC2 instance every day. Because, as I told you, only 750 hours for some of the services free. Okay, if you cross those 750 hours now, you will be charged again in dollars. So make sure that every day after the practice, after the class, please shut down your server without fail. Increase the font. Change settings. Go to change settings. Yeah, appearance. Click on change button. Okay, select bold and make it 14. Okay, apply. Yeah, sudo space -i. Sudo space -i. Okay, good. So guys, in last class we discussed about user things, right? How to create a user, how to set the password, and what are the things you will get as part of user, like home directory, group, username, user ID, group ID. These things will be created. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about file properties, guys. Maybe how can I identify whether one thing is a file or folder? So guys, in Windows, how do you do that? How do you identify it's a file, it's a folder, and so and so it is latest file? So how do you find out that one in Windows? Anybody?
By seeing the icon.
Exactly. So that is first thing. By seeing the icon, I can identify whether it's a file or folder. But here in Linux, how do we identify? So how can we identify? Okay, guys, we can identify by using file properties, guys. So every file has its own properties. Okay, now we'll see those properties. Maybe size, even timestamp, like when it was created. So those things handle. Who is the owner? Who has permissions? Those kind of properties we can see for each file and folder. Okay, can you go to TMP folder example? cd/tmp. cd space slash tmp. Yeah, enter. Do ls now. So as I told you, TMP is for temporary folder, guys, where you can maybe generally find out some cache folders and files. You should not use TMP folder in general in real time. Here only for practice purpose, I want to show the prior properties and all. That's where I'm using it. Okay. Now, can you create some file? Maybe so file 1, file 2, something like that by using touch command. So what is touch command? Touch command will create an empty file. File 1, file 2. In the same line, you can give with spaces. It will create that many files. File 2, file 3. Okay, so 3 files I created, example purpose. But how can I say? Maybe here you are creating, because of that you can identify. But later, something after 10 days, you want to say that. So you want to perform some action. So definitely you should know that. Is it a file or folder? Then only you will come to know that what you can do, either CD or cat or VA. How can you know that? For file, you used to do cat and VA commands. For directory, CD. So for that purpose, definitely you should know that what is that file or folder. Now enter. In the same way, can you create a folder by using mkdir command? Mkdir, your folder name, folder 1, example. Here example purpose, I'm giving these names, guys. In real time, maybe whichever the folder you need, that folder you can give. Yeah, enter, fine, enough. Okay, now do ls. You can see all your folders and files. Maybe you may say by seeing the color code also, but color code may not work every time because now the terminal is black color, so you can see your colors white and blue. But if it is something blue color, then color coding will be different then, right? So we cannot stick with the single color. You cannot say that by seeing the color code like this is a for, but somehow it will be useful, but every time may not be possible. Now that is where properties comes into picture, guys. Can you do ls space -l, the same place? ls space -l. So Prasad, did I show that one? So man page and help commands. I think yesterday I showed, right?
Yes, yes.
Man page. Okay. So as I told you guys, every command has some options. So see above command and below command. What is the difference in the output? If you give simple ls, it is showing only files. I mean files and folders without properties. But the same command, if I go with -l, it is showing file properties also for each file where in which folder you are there, right? So in that folder, whatever the files, whatever the folders you have, it is showing each and every file property. Can you copy maybe file 1 properties into my group chat? I will explain these properties. Only file 1 up to yeah. No need to do control C, control V, guys, in putty session. Directly go to your chat box. Paste in my group chat. Okay, the directory one also, folder one also. I will explain these properties, guys. I'll share my screen. So very important and very simple also. Okay, so let me share my screen now. Are you able to see my screen, guys?
Yes.
So maybe what you can find out, what are the differences you can see here, guys, above and below? Guys, so what is the major difference you can see here for file 1 and folder 1? How can I say this is a file and this is a folder? How can I say that? Maybe in Windows, by seeing color coding, maybe something icon, you can say that. Very easy. But here, how can I say? So maybe very clear cut difference is there, guys. What is the difference you can see here, above and below? Guys, tell me one by one. What is the differences you can see? What is the difference you can see? Exactly. So guys, very first, so in any file property, if you see the file property here, this is the file property. Type property, guys. Okay, here by seeing this one, you can identify whether it's a file or folder. It is a folder, guys. It is a directory. D stands for directory, guys. That means folder 1 is a directory. Now this one, file 1 is a file. Why? Because here nothing is there, empty, hyphen. That means it is a file, guys. Okay, now this is time, size. Guys, this field is, I'll come to this part. Okay, so I'll explain this. But as of now, this is size, respective size. Maybe this one is 0 because it is empty file, nothing is there. Now in the same way, this is timestamp. Okay, here again same. This is folder name and this is timestamp when this folder got modified, and size of your folder. Same like Windows only, guys. See, in Windows also I can see that. Directory name, size, type, even what will be there generally? Date modified, type, size. See, same concept of ls-l also will show the same things, but little extra information I can get here. Okay, now what are those means? Ownerships, guys. Very important thing is ownerships here. So what is ownership actually? For security purpose, guys. Okay, for security purpose in Linux, what happened means always the files and folders will get ownerships. Who created a file? He will be the owner. It doesn't matter. In systems, there might be so many users. Amar user, Pradeep user, Sindhu user, Pushpita user, Prasad. Okay, if Prasad created a file, always Prasad will be the owner for that file. So you can see, guys, by seeing this, these are ownerships. This is user, this is group. By default, example, I have team. Okay, application team. Like Pushpita, next Prasad. These two people are from application team. And development team also I have, like Amar and Durga. Okay, so 2 people in dev group, dev team, application team, maybe 2 people. So definitely in a server, you may have like these application people also may have access to the same server. Developer also may have access to the same server. Now in this case, if Amar create a file, Amar will be the owner, guys. Amar will be the group always. It doesn't matter to the same system. If anybody else log in also, the ownership of this file will be showing these 2 only because Amar created this file. Example, this file Prasad created. Owner and group will be Prasad only. Guys, now what is this group concept? Why additionally group is getting created for Linux user means so guys, we have one advantage with group. Example, now Amar and Durga is from same team. So development team. Definitely whatever the files Amar created, Durga also should have access. Yes or no, guys? Do you agree with me? In the same way, whatever Durga created, definitely Amar should be able to access because those are both are from the same team. Same concept here also. Whoever, like maybe Pushpita created, whatever the files and folders created by Pushpita should be accessible to Prasad because both are same team. Again, vice versa. But how it is possible? How it is possible means maybe we can do one thing. Instead of, so what I can do, I can add Prasad user to Pushpita group. So guys, by default, every user will get one group also with the same name. Okay, so primary Pushpita primary group is, just a minute guys. Okay. Okay, so every user has its own group, guys. That is called as primary group. With the same name, it will be. Okay, in the same way, Prasad user has Prasad group. Amar user has Amar group. Durga user has Durga group, guys. Here, what I can do, I can add Prasad into Pushpita group. Again, Pushpita into Prasad group. So Amar into Durga group, Durga into Amar group, like this. Okay, so here what I can do, so I can give access to something Amar group. I can change it later point of time. So whatever Amar created, so Amar will be the owner, Amar will be the group. Here guys, I can give permissions to 3 types of users for any file or folder. One is for owner, guys. Who is owner? Amar. Okay, Amar permissions, these are. Again, group permissions. Second set. So this group, whoever part of this group has this access, guys. Now others. Who is others means except owner and group. In this system, example root is there, EC2 user is there, Prasad is, maybe Prasad is already part of this group. Sorry, Durga is already part of this Amar group. So Durga also like is not others for this file. Maybe others means like Pushpita, Prasad, root, EC2 user, whoever who logged into the same system. They will be others. They have only these permissions, guys. Here for security purpose, this ownership and permission concept comes into picture, guys. Because if we don't have this ownership and permission concept, everybody will get access to every file. There is no confidential. So whoever has the access to your Linux server, they can do anything in the system. Everybody can do anything. So because of that, this ownership and permission concept comes into picture. So as I told you, like whoever created a file, he will be the owner always. He will be the group. Okay, I can do in 2 ways, guys. Either in each group, I can add all the users. Like, for example, I have 10 members in dev group. So everybody group, I can add all the other users. Instead of that, I can do like this. I can create one more group separately, like this. Okay, group add will create a group. It can be any name, your group name. So for everybody, I can make the same group, guys, like this. So maybe example, while creating Amar user add, generally this is the command I used yesterday, right? So instead of that, I can add some options like this. While creating user itself, I can do like this. User add Durga. This is the best practice, guys. So whatever whoever maybe part of same group, like same team, like application team, development team. So I can create one simple group, okay, one with any name, and all the users in that team. So I'll make a single group, guys, like Amar. So I'm adding dev group. Again for Durga, I'm adding dev group. So for Amar and Durga, now common group. In the same way, here also what I will do for application team also, same group add app. One group I will create, user add -g app Pushpita. In the same way, Prasad also. Now everybody has the same group in application team. Like this for all the application team, I will give the same group. Now group name will be app. Group name will be app. So now onwards, if any time Pushpita created a file or folder, the permissions will be like this. Ownerships will be like this. Pushpita and app. Okay. So what is the use of this group here means? So always I can give access to the particular group only instead of everybody. Okay. So that is the usage of group, guys. Here, if you see, these are owner permissions. What owner has here, guys? Read and write. R means read, W means write. Actually, one more also would be there, guys. That is execute permission. But for files, it is not required by default. That is the reason it is showing empty. Even if you give also, it's a waste permission, guys. It is not at all required. The next thing is group permissions. Again, see, RW hyphen means read, write. Read means open. Guys, this group people, whoever part of this group, app group, okay, they can read and write this file, guys. Execute not required. That is the reason empty. No permission. Now others. Who is others, guys? Other is nothing but except owner and group. So, okay, so here Pushpita is the owner, application group is app is the group. Here we are part of this group, except those people. Everybody is others only. So they have only read access to this file. In this way, we can secure our files, guys. No one. Example, if Amar logged into the same system. Okay, so he cannot modify this file because he belongs to others. He is not part of owner and group. So Amar can open this file. That's it, because he has the read access. In the same way here also. So first part is directory, guys. D stands for directory. Now who is the owner? Prasad. So Prasad has first three permissions. So guys, here see, you can see execute permission also. For directories only it will be useful, guys. Execute permission for directories. Okay, so no, without execute you cannot cd, guys. That is the reason. Execute also required for owners, maybe for directories. So see here, Prasad has read, write, execute permission for this folder. Now group has, again, read, execute means they can open. Whoever part of Prasad group, they can open this file, sorry, folder. They can see the contents, but they cannot delete. They cannot create new files under this because the group people, they don't have write access, guys. See, in the same way, others also. Who is other? Except this owner and group. Remaining everybody others only. So these are properties, guys. Properties of a file and folders. Now we'll see practically. Okay, so go ahead. Prasad, can you please share your screen? So guys, for security purpose, these ownerships and permissions are very useful. Share the screen. Control L. Prasad, Control L. Remove all the stuff. Yeah. Do ls-l now. So guys, if you see every file and folder, I got root ownerships only. Why? Because root only created. We'll do one thing. We'll go back to EC2-user. Can you do exit from root? Exit command. I'll get that EC2-. Why? Because I can. Did you remember initially I logged in with EC2 only. From there I switched to root. So if I exit again, I'll go back to normal user, EC2-user. Now you're with EC2. Can you go to TMP folder now? cd/tmp. cd/tmp. Enter. Do ls. ls-l. You can see the same folders, same files. ls-l. Now to the same system, I logged in as EC2-user. See, still I can see ownership as root only because root created. It never changed unless you change manually. Now root is the ownership. Root. Now let's create one more file. Can you create file 4 example? Touch file 4. Yeah. Enter. Now do ls-l. Now you can see the ownerships of EC2-user for that file 4. Yeah. See guys, that file 4 has EC2-user ownerships because EC2-user created this file. So always remember that guys, who created a file, he will be the owner and he will be the group of that particular user, particular file or folder. Now can you try to explain me who has which permissions? Is it a file or folder? How can I say? Prasad?
File is a
How can?
RW, rewritable. Yes, rewritable. Read and writable.
No, I'm asking. Can you copy the file 4 properties into Notepad?
Okay.
File 4. Copy it into Notepad. Yeah. Can you try to explain me these properties? Is it a file or folder?
It is file. It is file. Sorry.
Oh, just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah, tell me now. So, I'm sorry, I'm back. So, how can I say file 4 is a file or folder?
Yes. Here the R and W is a read and writable, right? It is
No,
not
no,
a directory.
not because of that. First field, highlight the first field, very first field.
This one is okay.
Yes.
Is a hyphen is there?
Only that. Yes, only that one is a file property. I mean, file type.
File. Okay.
So it is a file. There is no D. If it is D or some other thing means it is not a file. But here it is a file because it is showing hyphen, nothing.
Yes.
Okay, it is a file because based on this value you can say that. Now who is the owner of this file? File 4.
User. User is the owner of this.
Highlight. EC2-user is the owner. Why? Because why I got EC2-user ownership for this file?
Because who has created this file, right?
Exactly. EC2-user created this file. That is the reason I got ownership.
Yes.
Now, what permission that owner has?
Created and deleted. Is
Read,
edited.
right?
Highlight and show me.
Yes.
What
Rewrite.
permission owner has?
Read and write.
No. Only 3. First 3 only. Owner properties only first 3. RW hyphen.
RW hyphen.
First 3 only. Not first one. Again, you are highlighting first one. First one is file property. This one.
Yes.
These 3 are owner properties, guys. Owner has read write. Means what he can do? What owner can do for this file?
You can read and write.
Exactly.
Yes,
He can
edited
open
this.
the file. He can modify the file. He can delete the file also. Now next, who is the group for this file?
This one.
Group
Read
name
and
I'm
write.
asking. I'm
Group
asking
name.
group.
EC2 user.
Exactly. Because by default EC2 hyphen user group is EC2 hyphen user only. That's where I got that. Okay. Now what
Yes.
permission this group of people got?
Only he can read, not write. Him-
Show me.
They
Show
can
me. Show me the group permissions.
here. They read. They can
Those
read.
are other permissions, not group permissions. Middle one is the group permission.
This one.
Exactly. These are group permissions. Order, owner, guys, mute yourself. Everybody mute yourself, guys. You should take care of your surroundings, guys. Okay. So middle one is group permissions, guys. That group of people, EC2 hyphen user group of people will get read write permissions. Okay, so execute not required. That is the reason it is empty. By default, if you give also, it's a waste permission. Now highlight the other permissions. Other means except to owner group, remaining everybody others only, guys. This is other permissions, other user. Maybe example now root also other only. But for root, it is not applicable because root is the admin user. He has full rights on the system. He can do anything, guys. This is what ownerships and permissions. So for security purpose, if we don't have this concept, everybody can do anything to any file. There is no confidential data. Okay, some application team also can go ahead and access the database data. And database guy also come and access application files and he can modify. That is not a best practice. So based on a requirement, we'll give maybe some user, like I want to give access to some user, then I can add him into my group. So I'll give access to my groups only, not for others, if it is important file. Okay, this is how it works. Now go back to putty session. Can you create a folder also, maybe folder 3 example mkdir with EC2 user on and copy it in copy the same thing into your notepad folder 3. Now do ls-l. Yeah, copy the files in property. Yeah, can you please explain me these things?
Yes. Here to know the directory. Here the D is the symbol. You can use this.
Exactly. D stands for that.
D stands
Okay,
for
good. Okay. Go ahead. Tell me one by one. Who is the owner of this folder?
Owner of this folder is directory rewriter.
No, owner name I'm asking. EC2 user.
EC2 user. EC2 hyphen user is the one.
Yes.
And this one
Is the
EC2
owner.
hyphen. Then beside to the this one, and EC2 for user is a group.
Exactly. Now tell me who can do what for this folder? What owner permissions?
Owner permission will be this one, read and write.
Prasad, we are getting huge disturbance from your end. Yeah,
And
mute
one
yourself,
second.
maybe. Yeah.
Hello. Yes.
Yes, Prasad. Okay. Now tell me what are the owner permissions we have?
Is owner permissions. Is read and write. The directory read and write.
Again, why you are highlighting first part? That is separate, right? Separate component. Only,
Yes.
I mean, D is complete different, right? Only next one,
Okay.
RWX, only those
Or
three.
this one.
3 parts you have to highlight. No. Only 3 parts. After D, first 3 are ownership.
Yes. Yes.
Owner permission.
Yes.
Read, write,
Or
execute. Why? Because, yeah. Here execute
the,
means CD command, guys. Only for directories we need execute permission by default. For normal files, we don't need execute permission. Okay. Now owner has read, write, execute. What does that mean? Owner can do anything to this folder. Now highlight the group permissions.
group permissions.
Exactly. Now group can do anything. Group also. Group has read, write, execute. Means he can open the file folder, he can create a folder, maybe some things in that folder, he can delete that folder, he can cd to that folder. That is what this permission. Now highlight the other permissions. Who is other?
Or this.
Who is other? Except owner and group, all are others
Or
only.
yes.
They have
Or
limited
items.
access. They don't have right access.
Yes.
Okay. If you don't have this ownership concept, what will happen? Everybody will have full access. Anybody can log into your system who has the credentials and they can do anything in the system. So that is the reason this ownership and permissions. So are you clear now about ownerships and permissions, guys? Any doubts? Anybody? Guys? Anybody,
Yes.
do you have any doubts here? How these ownerships are working, how these permissions are working? Okay, so now we'll see how to change the permissions and ownerships. So we can change the permissions and ownerships also, guys, if required. So example, some generally we'll install applications with root ownerships only, right? So that time all the related application files you will get with root only. But how application guy will access those root files? Okay, what we can do, we can change the ownerships if required. So example, now I want to give completely to Amar user, Amar team. So simply I can give it to Amar ownership for that particular file and folder. Now let's do that, how to give ownership. Only owner can do that, guys. Only owner can modify the ownerships. Go to putty session. Clear the screen. Control L.
What is the key? Control N, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now sudo to root. Sudo space -i. Go to TMB folder. Sudo space -i. Sudo space -i. Okay. Now cd to /tmp. So guys, every example purpose I'm showing under TMP. It can be any folder, whatever you need, wherever you need, based on your requirement. Okay. Now do ls-l. See, some files with root, some files with ec2fn. Why? Because the respective user created those. That is the reason. Now I can change ownerships, guys, if required. Example, that file 4, maybe file 1. Who are the current ownerships, guys? What are the current ownerships for file 1? Root and root. Can I highlight the first one, file 1? Who are the ownerships, guys? What are the ownerships we have for this file? Root and root, because
Root.
root created. Now, if I need, I can give it to some other user also. Chown. Give it chown. OWN. Space. Chown means change ownerships, guys. Maybe to which user you want to give. So current user is root. Example, you want to give it to EC2-user. Yeah, EC2-user. That user name. Space, file name. To which file or which folder you would like to change. Example for file 1, I want to change. Enter. Now the ownership will be different now. Do ls-l. See guys, now current owner is EC2-user. When do we do that? When do we change ownerships means, example, some file owned by root. Okay. Now that root for like a user won't need this file. So some other user, Amar user need completely would like to manage this file. So I can give it to Amar. Now onwards, Amar will be the owner. Okay. Now onwards, EC2-user will be the owner for this file. File 1. He can do anything. Now can you please tell me what EC2-user owner permissions we have here? What EC2-user can do for this file?
You can edit and change the
Exactly. Because
file.
he is the owner now. He has read-write permissions. He can do anything now. That is the reason. The same way we can change a group also. Okay, now current group is root. So I want to give it to again EC2-user group. So I can change it. chgrp and new group name. Guys, again getting disturbance. So yeah, chgrp EC2-user. Maybe it can be any other group, guys. Example, I am showing EC2-user group. I'm giving it to. Okay, it can be Amar group, it can be app group, it can be dev group. You should know that which group you want to change. Space your file name again. File name or folder name. Now do ls-l. Yeah, see guys. Now completely highlight the first one, file 1 properties. Now file 1 has new ownerships. See guys, completely EC2-user is the owner, EC2-user is the group. So it's, if it is required, I can change like this. I don't want to manage. Maybe I want to manage this file as EC2-user. Then you can give it the permissions. Okay. So next, even I can change the permissions also, guys. Not only ownership. Can you open your notepad? I want to say one thing before we go with permissions. Yeah. So what is read, guys? Read means I can open the file or folder. That is what read, right? I can see the content of that file or folder. Read means. So I can say read as number 4 also. Just numeric way, guys. They define like that. Read, I can say number 4 also. Write down. Your wish. You can say read or 4. Both are same. Alphabet, read. Numeric, number 4. In the same way. Write, I can say number 2 also. Again, execute, I can say number 1 also. Both are same only, guys. I can say execute or else number 1. Both are same. Now, here, can you, for file 4, can you highlight the owner permissions? Above, in above, maybe line, first line. Can you highlight the owner permissions? Who is the owner, first of all? Only owner permissions I'm asking. Who is the owner? EC2-user is the owner. Now tell me the permissions. So I can say read write for owner. Okay, that is also fine. Even I can say like this also. 4 plus 2, how much? Guys, read means 4, write means number 2. How much 4 plus 2 means? Guys, 4 plus 2, how much?
6.
Number 6. I can say number 6 also. Instead of read write for owner, I can say number 6. Now highlight the group permissions. Tell me again. I can say group has read write, and instead of that I can say simple 6 again, because read write means number 6. 4 plus 2. Now highlight the other permissions. Guys, what is this? What I can refer now? Number 4. So I can say 664, guys, the permissions. I no need to say owner has read write, group has read write, other has read. Simply I can say 664 also for this one. In the same way, can you please explain me for below one, folder 3? What permission it has? What are the owner permissions we have?
Owner permission must be read, write, execute.
Numbers?
Number is a 4 and 4 plus 2 6.
Plus 1 also, right?
Yes, yes.
Execute
Okay.
also.
This is 7.
So total 7. So I can
7.
say number 7 for owner. Now group?
Group. It is also 7. Read, write, and execute.
Exactly. Now others?
Others only execute, not
Read and execute.
no, read and execute. 5.
Yeah. So I can say 775 is the permission for this folder. Your wish, whichever is comfortable to you, you can go with that. I can say owner read, write, execute. Group read, write, execute, and others read, execute. In that, instead of that, I can say 775. That is also fine, whichever is comfortable to you. Okay, so I'll give some numbers now. 600. What does that mean? Guys, write down 600. What does that mean? Prasad, what does that mean? 600 means.
And write
6
only.
means
Owner read write.
read
Ownership.
Group nothing. Others nothing.
Exactly. So owner 6, group 0, other 0 means only owner has read rate. Remaining 0. No permissions for others and groups. Now in the same way, 644. What does that mean? Guys, if I say 644, file permissions, what does that mean?
Ownership has a read and write, and others and group has only that read, can read.
Exactly. 700. Guys, 700. What does that mean?
Owner get do anything, do read, write, and execute. Others has no permission to do anything.
Exactly. Group and others 0 permissions. 755. Guys, 755.
Owner has right to do 3 things: read and write, execute, and others have only read and execute only.
Group?
Group and others have read and execute only.
Exactly. Okay. So 755 means directory. Yes or no? As I told you, execute you are getting. So it is a directory, guys. Now for normal files, execute not required. Simply you can consider only read and write. That's it. Read or read and write. Only both enough. No execute required for folder, for file. Only for folders you will give execute permission, guys. Okay. Now 400. What does that mean? 400. Guys, what is 400?
Others not, no permission. Group and others no permission.
Yes.
Owner only read.
Only owner has read. Exactly. That means read only file, guys. Read only file or read only directory. So 700 means not 700. Maybe 500. 500 means read and execute for owner.
Yes,
For
others.
group and other 0. No permissions. Okay. This is what permission concept, guys. Now even we can change it. Go back to putty session. Yeah. So chmod. So if at all, can you tell me file one properties now? File one permissions in numbers, guys. File one permission in numbers.
Up to this ownership, owner has
Four.
six number. Other group has the number 4.
Yes,
644.
4.
exactly. So I no need to say owner 6, group 6, other 6 like that. Okay. Simply you can say 644. Everybody can understand. Because three things you are telling: owner, group, others. So you no need to say explicitly like owner has this. Simply say the number. That's it. Okay.
Yes.
644 is the current permissions.
Yes.
Now I can say 666. Chmod example, guys. 666 means everybody has read rate, full permissions. Go ahead. Chmod 666. Space. You have to give space after the command always. 666 and your file name or folder name. Generally per folder 666 won't work out. Per file one example. Enter. Now do LSFNL. See, you got 666 permission for file one. Everybody has read write permission now. Anybody can do anything to this file now. Doesn't matter owner, group, or others. In the same way, for folder also I can change. Chmod. What are the current permission for folder one? Guys, only number. No need to say owner, this group, this, something
7.
like that.
Okay. 755.
Exactly. So I can say 755. So example, I want to remove for others. 750. Chmod 750 and your folder name. What does that mean for others? Completely, I'm not giving at all any permission. So if anybody logged in to this system except root, they cannot see the contents of folder one. See, they cannot open CD folder one, guys. Other users, because there is no permission for anybody except root. So guys, it doesn't matter. Root is owner, group, or others. Okay, so root can do anything. Root can go anywhere without any hesitation. He has full rights on the system, guys. Okay, so normal permissions and ownership won't be applicable to root user. Okay, so he can go anywhere, he can go, he can do anything. So that is what permissions and ownerships, guys. So based on this, you can secure our files and folder. It doesn't matter if our user has access to this system, but still I can save my files from him based on these permissions and security. Okay, guys. So did you understand today's concept? Permissions and ownerships, guys. Any doubts here? I hope everybody understood. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, I think it's enough for today, guys. Again, in tomorrow class, we'll discuss about package management, how to install applications, how to start the applications. Okay, those things and all we'll discuss in tomorrow class. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, then, guys. Thank you. Thank you very
Yes,
much. Yes, Prasad.
Every every server has a 750 hours, right? It gives us a 750 hours time, right? For every server.
Not every server. It is account. Can you go to your AWS account once?
And if we stop the server, still it get charges. Just we created
Yes.
that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Even if you stop also, not that much, but at least somehow that storage service still will be
Yeah,
again
it will be
used as
utilized.
backend.
When I
Exactly.
run,
So,
when I'm going to launch another instance
mm,
is newly, advently,
mm.
then it will give us what it will carry the time. Will
No.
it carry that
So here,
time?
here, how many servers you launched? That many servers, it doesn't matter. You launched one server for 5 minutes, it will be calculated. Again, you have two second server. So for both the servers, you will be again the calculator will be on. So can you go to top right hand corner? Prasad is there, right? Your name. Can you click on that name? Top right hand
Yes.
corner. Yeah.
Yes.
My billing dashboard. Come down. Okay, log into it. Come down. Come down. Here you can see your usage. EC2 how much you are spending and storage how much you are spending. It should not cross 100%. If it cross 100%, you will be charged. Okay. So make sure that you follow this one. So today is 11th, sorry, 24th.
Where I
First,
can see that percentage, right? Here
yes, that one.
is percentage.
Exactly. 1 or 2 hours you practiced till now. Maybe your server is up and running since 1 or 2 hours. Okay.
For when we open a newly for every server instance, it will carry
Ah,
that timing also.
yes, obviously. It's not like from again beginning.
Okay.
It will be charged from 1 or 3 hours then.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, not for
Right.
server base. Total
Okay.
usage it will count.
Okay. Total usage. Okay.
Okay, you have to calculate this one, guys. Maybe here only one server you are launching in Linux class. But once you started DevOps tool, for each tool, Ansible minimum 4 servers required. Again, for Kubernetes, you need again 3 to 4 servers required. Okay, so again, Jenkins, 6 or 7 servers required. So that time usage will be more, guys. Please make sure that before maybe after practice or after class, please shut down or remove your servers completely if you have patience.
How will we
Ah,
remove that? How can we shut down and remove that? We
now
save the time.
go to services, go to EC2 dashboard. Just simple, right click on the server. You'll get options. Instance state. Right click.
Here.
Instance state. Here options you have. Stop means shut down. Reboot means restart. Terminate means completely removing.
Okay. Which
Okay, your
option
wish.
should?
So as of now, nothing is there in your Linux works, right? It's a fresh Linux works only. No
Yes.
application running and also you can terminate. Maybe you can freshly launch because if you stop also you will be charged. That calculator is on only.
Okay. Okay. I will terminate now. Okay.
Okay.
Shall I terminate now this one?
Yeah, go ahead. Terminate. In this way, you can save your cost, guys. Maybe
Okay.
here that's fine. Only one server you have. This month is fine. But tomorrow onward, maybe once your DevOps started, maybe in 1-2 days, so 2 days, I think so. The DevOps will be started at 7:15 a.m. AST. Okay. So that time, please make sure that just check your billing every day because you need more server that point of time.
Okay. How much it will
Okay.
cost for every month? Amar?
It depends on your usage. Maybe we'll see. I will show you tomorrow class AWS calculator. Okay. There is one
Every month
application
billing.
called AWS calculator. There,
Every month billing, how much it will
come
take?
again.
Every month billing, how much it
That's
will
what.
take?
How much you use?
Yes.
How much you use, that much you have to pay. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
For example, one EC2 instance you are running continuously. Maybe 10 EC2 instance running continuously. Again, it depends, right? Some user may use 10 instance. Some user may use again 30 instances. Based on that, based on his usage, he will be charged. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see that AWS calculator in tomorrow class. Don't worry. Yeah. Okay then, guys. So let's wind up the call for now. We'll see again tomorrow, same time. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.